Lieutenants.
Oh, Inspector, it's you. How'd you like that maneuver, huh? I've been working on it a long time. I'm glad you were the first guy to see it. You got a bellyache or something? You don't feel good? Didn't we discuss diversifying? First, I gotta nail the stiletto gang. Ooh, you wanna let go of the arm before the whole thing falls off? Thanks a lot. Inspector, that place is a real den of iniquity.
You gotta understand the way we feel today. The people you're putting down will be on top someday. Don't be afraid of change. We're gonna rearrange our world. We gotta do our own thing, Daddy. We wanna make our world swing with love. We'll run our world on love. Hypocrisy has been the way you've done your thing. Love, peace, and harmony are what we're trying to bring. How can you pull us down? Can you say what we want is wrong? We gotta do our own thing, Daddy. We wanna make our world swing with love. We'll run our world on love. We gotta do our own thing, Daddy. We wanna make our world swing with love. We'll run our world on love. We gotta do our own thing, Daddy. We wanna make our world swing, Daddy. We gotta do our own thing, Daddy. We wanna make our world swing, Daddy. We gotta do our own
He even throws card games.
It's only straight shooters that never lose, Jim.
Big shot Johnny Stiletto.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I want the pleasure of knocking him off myself. What time is it?
8:40.
He should have been here already.
Told you we should have got him when he came out of his house.
Yeah, I want to bring him down in front of his mom.
Where's Stiletto?
What do you want with him, beautiful?
It's not me that wants him. At least not just now. But there are 5 guys outside in the car that do. To kill him.
What? What's the rush? What do you say we ask those guys in that want to take Johnny's place and see what they got to offer? What is he doing?
He's gone crazy.
I told you guys. You should have had the last fight. Oh. This was nice of you, darling. By the way, what's your name?
Caress softly.
Nice to know you, Caress. Johnny wanted to thank you himself. We asked the bartender to bring you some drinks.
Are all you guys a little nuts?
Not all of us, but kind of helps them.
We will ask our new leaders in.
look familiar. Yeah. I seen you someplace before. Where you from?
I used to be the boss of the Siam mob.
No kidding. Listen, why don't you come over and join us and have a couple of drinks? Come on, fellas. Bartender, bring in some drinks. Now we're all over here together. Let's chat. Look, the boys and I have thought it over. And now that Johnny's gone, let's hear your proposition.
And if it look good, maybe we'll let you take Johnny's place.
Great. I knew you guys would see the light.
Sure. And if you listen to Nookie and us, well, I'll make a lot of money.
Oh, no kidding.
We got some great scores set up.
Yeah, now listen. We got connections. Big connections. Why, we can bring in a load of narcotics.
Oh, no kidding.
I'll make a lot of money.
We got some great scores.
And kidnap all the big shots.
Listen, we'll go along all the way with that, but how do we know you guys are going to stand up? Yeah, that's right. How do we know you got it here? I mean, after all, you got no reputation. We never seen you before.
Are you kidding? Don't you know who these two gonzos are? This is Tough Tony and this is Tough Tommy.
I thought you was Tough Tommy. I thought you were Tough Tony. I am Tough Tommy.
I are tough Tony.
But he says he's Tough Tommy. And he says he's Tough Tony.
How could he be Tough Tommy when I'm Tough Tommy?
How he can be tough Tony when I are tough Tony?
You Tough Tommy?
Of course I'm Tough Tommy.
You Tough Tony?
That's right, I'm tough Tony.
See?
Yeah, what is it with you guys? I don't care what anybody says. I'm Tough Tommy.
Maybe he's a tougher Tommy than you because he's bigger than you. That's right. Maybe he's a tougher Tony than you because he's bigger than you.
He is not too much more bigger.
Please, would you mind standing up? I want to see how much bigger you are.
You mind for to stand up, please?
You know he is much bigger.
Oh, you are much more bigger.
Now tell me, are you Tough Tommy or am I Tough Tommy?
I'm Tough Tommy.
Who are the real tough Tony? You or me?
I'm the real Tough Tony.
You make so much.
Johnny, where you been? All the boys looking for you. Come on in. Where you been? My top look pretty good. Where's that guy? Hey, fellas, get boy found here. That big guy. What, again? Hey, Johnny, you changed your mind. You're coming back to us, huh?
No, I'm not coming back. If I hadn't stayed with you guys this long, my Paulette wouldn't be in trouble.
Paulette, trouble? What trouble?
Wasn't the way you think. What gets me, though, is that they don't think that what they did is important. They call it doing their thing.
So let's knock out his part of the thing.
Johnny, when did you catch him, doing that thing?
Remember the day I came in to say goodbye? I wanted to get away from Nookie and that nutty cop.
What the hell do you mean I just won't fit in? You're gonna live among people, aren't you? Well, I'm a people, aren't I? Well, you don't slap me off just like that. Not Nookie, no, you don't. You hear that, you big shot, you phony son? I get inclined to love you if I thought you'd stop your running around. Oh! Oh, you dirty son! I'll get you!
Still nothing, Lieutenant.
Don't mean a thing. I just saw Stiletto and his broad Nookie out there. What an argument they were having. They're gonna break up. You mark my words, they're gonna... And you know what happens when they do that? From now on, cherchez les femmes.
Well, you probably, you try to break them, I'm right. And you got a reason why don't you decide? I'd be inclined to
You guys sit and shiver for somebody?
Yeah, one of our best friends. That's who.
Come on, that's not the way to say goodbye.
That's just it. We don't want to say goodbye. It was all your idea. I don't understand.
Yeah, Johnny, we've been together for a long time.
He wants to hang around with decent people.
Oh, come on, Johnny. We don't want to leave you. We need you to set up things, make decisions. Just don't understand. I don't understand.
But we are making so much money.
Yeah, Johnny, we're having a hell of a run. You can turn on us, but not now.
Hold it. It's now, not later, now.
Stiletto says he's quitting the gang.
My decision has nothing to do with you fellas. You know that. It's because of my kid. She suddenly grew up, became a little lady. Well, I figure I owe it to my daughter to try to adjust to a more cultured community.
Hey, he can't go straight on me.
Look, the sociological scientists...
What's that?
They have come to the conclusion that if a man cannot get his environment to react to him rather than he react to his environment, he must leave that environment.
What the hell is that?
Uh-huh. I get it. They want me to hear this because they know that we're bugging a joint. They detected you, detecting them. What the hell kind of detective are you?
No, Lieutenant. I've been sly, slippery, sneaky, like you said.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do. Leave my environment and try to fit in with the more refined, cultured people. Do you know that my little girl is so unhappy, so desperate, that she's even talking about joining the convent, becoming a nun? You know how it is, fellas. I gotta get out.
I understand, Johnny. A daughter needs a father.
I gotta give her a fair shake, right?
What are you guys worried about, huh? Let him go. You don't really need him.
Yeah, that's right. Sounds like he lost his guts anyway. And there's plenty of guys around sharper than he'll ever be, ready to take his place. Like one of us, maybe, huh?
Yeah, that's a good idea. We figured he was gonna make a move. So we made some great plans. All we need is some boys like you to help in our operation.
Johnny Stiletto's gone fancy on us. Fancy Johnny Stiletto. Ha!
Ha! I knew those two suspicious characters were hoods. Now they're trying to take over the gang, and Nookie joined them.
You fellas shouldn't think like that. If you feel, I'm sorry that...
You're nothing but a fraud! And you say Johnny Stiletto ain't got no guts.
How does yours feel?
Now, what's the four-letter word for stupid?
And I want you to know I strongly resent what you said. Even when I was forced to do something crooked, I've always been honest.
Pardon me. Here's our round of drinks you ordered, Johnny. Buzz.
Honest, John, Randy, listen.
That lousy bartender!
Lieutenant, what? What did you hear?
That lousy bartender's a stool pigeon for the other side! A stool pigeon for the other side!
To class and culture.
To class and culture.
Class and culture. That's the day I learned what they were really all about. I rushed home, anxious to tell Paulette that I had left my old life behind.
Daddy? Daddy?
Paulette! Paulette, honey! Paulette, baby! Stay, boy, stay. Stay. Paulette, you here? Paulette, are you in there? Yes. Good. Honey, you dressed? Can I come in there?
I'll be right out.
All right. Boy, have I got some news for you. Are you in for a surprise, honey?
Hello, Daddy.
Hi. How's my little girl?
Oh, fine. What were you reading?
Oh, just a book.
Something new?
Guess what happened today? Someone in there? Your friend? Armand?
Daddy, I have something to tell you.
I guess you have.
I never lied to you. You know how much we're in love. It's wonderful.
I thought you said he was respectable. I thought you said he could be trusted. We open up our home and all of a sudden he takes advantage.
But he didn't. Daddy, you're wrong. Don't you understand? I made him do it. He didn't want to. I took advantage of him.
You don't know what you're saying.
But I do. I love him. Can't you understand, Daddy? I want him.
I'll kill him.
But he hasn't hurt me. We're in love. What happened was...
It was wonderful. You're in a state of shock. Hey, friend, come on out. Come on out.
What do we do to the guy?
Bury him.
Chop him up.
Destroy him. Burn him. Have him drafted.
Daddy, please don't hurt him.
Who's gonna hurt him? I'm gonna kill him.
Mr. Stiletto, it isn't what you're thinking. I mean, really, Mr. Stiletto, it's not what you think it is.
You are dead.
What did you say?
I said you're dead.
Daddy, listen. I know it sounds terrible to you, but...
Looks like he means it.
Oh, Armin, if he said it, he means it.
That's
Daddy,
what I heard
listen.
about.
Armin, please. Daddy, don't lose your cool.
Lose my cool. Do you realize what you lost? Over this...
Please, Mr. Stiletto.
Please, don't lose your cool, Mr. Stiletto. We were all only trying to do one thing, Mr. Stiletto.
Well, don't
lose your cool. Mr. Stiletto, please don't lose your cool.
Don't lose your cool. I'm only gonna do my thing.
Daddy! What are you doing, Daddy? Daddy, please! Daddy, you're choking.
He's choking.
Armand, stop choking him.
Will you tell your friend to take his hands on my throat?
Armand, take your hands away from your throat. Come on, Armand. Come on, Armand. Armand, Daddy didn't hit you.
Are you sure?
Daddy, times have changed. You've got to let us do our own thing.
Do your what?
You know, express ourselves in our own way.
You're both doing pretty good.
Daddy, please, you've got to leave us alone. Give us a chance or I'll have to do it my own way.
But, honey, what you did is wrong. It's got to be.
You see, sir, what I think Paulette is trying to say...
Listen, could you keep your mouth shut, please? I don't care what she says. You should be ashamed of yourself.
What about you with that girlfriend of yours?
Keep her out of this. This is different. You're my daughter.
And isn't she someone's daughter?
She does have a point, sir.
Why don't you sit down?
I'll sit down now, Mr. Stiletto.
Honey, on account of you, I gave her up. I'm no longer with her. I even gave up my boys. And you know how much they love you. I did it all because I didn't want you to be ashamed of me anymore.
Oh, Daddy, I've never been ashamed of you. But I just want to be with Armand.
You want to be with Armand? Well, you're going to stay away from Armand. You two are going to stay away from each other until I settle this. You wait in the bed. Go to the kitchen. Not until you're married. That's it. What am I knocking myself out for? Sure, we'll make it legal, legit. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get married. And we'll live happily ever after. We're gonna have a great time. I'm gonna give you kids the greatest blowout this town has ever seen. It's gonna be the greatest day of your life. We'll get a big hall, 2 bands, invite all our friends. Wow. What is it? You don't want to marry my daughter?
No, sir. I mean, yes, sir. That's the one thing I do want. But the only...
What?
Well, it's my Aunt Nero. I need her consent. She's my guardian.
Oh? Suppose I give her a very dead nephew.
Mr. Stiletto, please try to understand this. Now, she brought me up since I was a little boy. She's a widow. I'm all she's got.
Well, Paulette's all I've got. And I understand. She's against Paulette because of my reputation.
No. Most of that's in your daughter's mind. I don't care what my aunt thinks. I love Paulette. Soon I'll be of age.
Daddy, we just didn't want to wait, that's all.
That's very obvious.
Have him drafted.
Paulette, go make some coffee. Oh, it's all right, honey. I just want to talk to your friend alone.
It's all right, Armand.
Now, let me get something straight. You do love my daughter.
I do.
You're gonna marry her.
I will.
You better.
I shall. Gee, you do quite a bit of reading, do you, Mr. Stiletto?
Yes, quite a bit.
Psychotherapy
For the young mind.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. What exactly does your aunt know about?
She had you investigated.
She had you investigated?
She's got some nerve.
Sounds like a hell of a broad.
Yes, she is. So, could you accept her invitation to dinner tonight?
What?
Yeah, well, you see, now that's the real reason why I came by here today. I wanted to tell Paulette.
That don't make you nervous, do I? You're not afraid of me. Even when you were choking me, I didn't hurt you.
Mr. Stiletto, could you please come to dinner tonight?
Oh, yeah, I'd be delighted.
Oh.
Thanks, Daddy.
Okay, if he puts his pants on now?
Sure.
They act like it's gone out of style.
The way things are changing, I won't bet against that. Couldn't we at least rough him up a little bit?
Yeah, just to teach him a lesson.
Yeah. Is that gonna bring back my daughter's virginity?
Virginity? What's that?
Johnny, did you have that dinner with the kid's aunt?
And did you do your thing?
Yes, I did. Have dinner. But let me tell you, on the way over, I found out a little more about my daughter's thing. Did you suddenly start to put on some weight?
A little, I guess. Now, Daddy, listen. Aunt Mira is really upper crust. Will you try to act like a gentleman, please?
I'll be anything I have to be, just as long as I get you married. Upper crust.
But, Mira, he's really not so bad.
Really?
Mira, please don't dislike him in advance.
The only thing I should have done in advance is get the linens back from the laundry. Olga, I have told you, when we have guests coming, Armand gets the napkin with a hole in it.
Oh, Mira, please don't be so narrow-minded. Just this once.
Oh, once upon a time.
Olga, help. Will you please tell her that she just mustn't go...
Listen, oh, Mr. Smiley. The kids tell me he ain't so bad. Maybe there's something there. Let's turn on the warm water. We've been alone a long time. Get what I mean? That's not what concerns me now.
But, Nira, I'm sure you'll like him.
Like him?
How much weight do you figure you put on?
Oh, Daddy, I really wish you would try to understand modern thinking. Marriage is a very archaic institution. Huge catered affairs, invitations, gifts, play. Well, it's become a sponsored thing.
You, didn't answer my question. How much weight do you figure you put on?
Just the normal amount.
Oh. Normal? For what? Oh, no. You don't mean...
She's gonna have a baby.
Hey, we better keep him out of the draft.
Oh, for crying out loud, why couldn't you at least...
Daddy, I'm really surprised at you. Why, didn't you read the Pope's edict? Every matrimonial act must remain open to the transmission of life.
Oh. Transmission of life. You wouldn't want to be a sinner. What the fakakta kind of thinking is this? You're gonna get married.
Shall we, Mr. Stiletto?
Oh, sure.
If only she doesn't start acting the grand lady. He's gonna smoke a cigar.
What's wrong with that?
Must you?
Sorry.
Mr. Stiletto, all evening I've been trying to think of a nice way of putting something to you.
Baby, any way you'd put it to me would be nice.
I think your dad's taking the wrong approach.
Although I find Paulette a delightful and a charming girl, very much against her marrying my nephew.
Because of me.
To be candid, yes.
Daddy is not going to like that.
What do you expect me to do about the way your nephew feels about my daughter?
Well, Mr. Stiletto, knowing the business you're in, I thought we might approach this in a business-like manner. As you can plainly see from the looks of things, the family fortune has all but disappeared.
My aunt's not kidding. If we get married, there's no money.
Could always work.
However, we do still have one relative left who is a very wealthy man. He's quite old, very eccentric, and with no immediate family. But Armand is his nephew. I'm a cousin. And naturally, I'm concerned because if Armand should marry your daughter, he might very well be disinherited.
And you too.
Yes, I admit that does enter into it. So I thought if you would help me prevent this marriage.
At least until that rich old relative died.
Well, yes. I would be willing to sign papers granting you a certain percentage of my inheritance.
Sorry. Money does not interest me.
It doesn't. But a man like you...
Oh, I can't watch this anymore.
I mean, this could mean a large sum of money.
Even to a man like me, there are times that money does not mean as much as some other things.
What things?
Things like not being bought like a prostitute.
He really shouldn't have said that.
And things like this.
She hit you? Even after she had you investigated?
Well, class. Real classy. I don't know who the hell you think you are, but nobody hits Johnny Stiletto.
Your father didn't kill me before. I'm dead now.
I'm gonna visit that rich old relation of yours, and if he doesn't give us consent to this marriage, I'm gonna help him drop dead.
Hypocrisy has been the way you've done your thing. Love, peace, and harmony are what we're
Come on.
How can you pull us down? Can you say what we want is wrong?
I said, come on.
We gotta do our own thing, Daddy. We wanna make our world swing with love. Move our world and love.
Mr. Stiletto!
Oh, my ears. Sounds like it ain't nothing but trouble.
She loves him, which means that if she's gonna get married, and she's gonna get married, we'll have to break down Armand's uncle.
Why break him down? Break him up!
If we touch a hair on his head, the kids won't stand a chance.
Why is he important? He ain't the boy's father.
No member of his family makes a move without his approval. He's got all the cash.
Unless we put the squeeze on him, how you gonna do it? Johnny, you got so much trouble. I got a headache.
We're gonna get to know him better than he knows himself. And when we find his Achilles heel, Uncle Bruno will be happy to give his consent.
Achilles heel? What's that? It's like a cauliflower ear. Only the old guy got slugged on his heel.
That really was a low blow.
I want to be sure one of us is with her at all times. I can't leave these kids alone.
You sure your father's in another part of town?
You're gonna take turns babysitting. Now, Rocker, here's the old man's address. You tag him first.
Okay, John. So long. See you later, fellas. So long.
Now, look. I gotta keep these two kids apart till I get Paulette married. Now, who's the first to volunteer?
Well, how do we work this babysitting? Do we sit on their laps, or do they sit on ours?
What are you, stupid? They sit on our laps, right?
Then under the circumstances, all we do is sit.
And talk about the babies.
Sure, that's right.
See what I tell you.
Will you just keep them apart? Please?
Hey, Johnny, ever since Paulette fell in love, all you do is read those psychology books. Are you getting any answers?
What I'm getting is more confused. Who could blame the kids of today for rebelling? The so-called authorities on this subject can't even agree with themselves. One guy says proper discipline is the thing. The other guy says permissiveness is. How the hell are you disciplined or give permission yet to a daughter that's already been... Ah, you just finally got here.
Hey, Johnny, we can't find the old bum's Achilles heel.
He don't even limp. See, Johnny, I told you that old guy was tough to figure out.
Would you mind getting your feet off my table? Looks like I'm gonna have to do it myself. Come on, Willie. Now, remember, whenever those two kids are together, make sure you guys keep them apart.
For a guy who reads a lot of books, he sometimes speaks funny English. Now that you mention it, sometimes I hardly recognize what he's talking about.
You confuse me. I'll be darned if you don't. You always do. You compliment me on my generosity in one direction. They are so hateful.
Hate is a very sinful thing directed against anyone. Really, Bruno, you're just an old scoundrel.
That's it.
What's it?
His Achilles heel.
Achilles heel?
Yeah, go.
Achilles heel?
Hey, kid, cut it out. I said, cut it out. What do you want to do? I only needed 3 to make the game.
You won.
Not only do you cause me to blow the game, but doing what you're doing could give those kids bad ideas. Now, if you can't control yourself, you're gonna have to leave.
Sorry. Those kids are sheer murder. They've got us contagious.
Hi, Jimmy.
It's Uncle Rocker.
Uncle Rocker?
He's one of Daddy's friends.
What are you doing here? Charlie told me to come over here to watch you babysit, and then he's gonna phone. Is she respectable? You know how Johnny feels about us going out with respectable broads. It's Close on her. She was never arrested for anything. Was you ever arrested?
No.
How about her? Is she respectable?
A good kid. A real good kid.
I'm only teaching her how to box. She gets caught in a lot of clinches. Now, can I watch you do some more babysitting?
Hi, Uncle Rocker.
Hiya, baby doll. I want you to meet... Is that the kid?
Are all your father's friends like that?
Oh, stop worrying. When you get to like Daddy, you'll like them too. They're all alike.
Bad for the kids.
Lady, will you control yourself? Will you continue dancing, please? Later.
Well, I guess I'll go home. Night, sir.
Hey, when are you gonna get married already?
Well, I'm tired too. Good night, Uncle Rocker.
Good night, baby doll. Good night, sweetheart.
Another 5 minutes of watching those kids, and I'd be a nervous wreck.
Yeah? Johnny. Hey, yeah, everything is all right, Johnny. Great. Yeah, he's a very good kid, a real good kid. He went home early. What? She went to bed. We'll pick him up on the way. Good. Ciao. Hey, Rocker, come on, let's go. Yeah, Jim. Yeah. We gotta make that stop. Oh, it's tonight. You take the car, and Rock and I will meet you two at the club, okay?
Okay. You know what to do with that guy? Take good care of him. What does this letter work for 11? Martha. Hey, it's this.
What is it? What is this all about? I'm sure you did not have me kidnapped just to watch me dance.
Bartender, Relax. We'll have a drink and we'll chat.
Very well. I don't know what's on your mind and why you had me followed for weeks. But I want you to know one thing, that you cannot intimidate me. You cannot buy me, and you cannot con me. I'm just too darned old to care about anything. That is, anything that is, except perhaps stealing a little kick before I am cold.
Steal as many as you like. The house is full of thieves. You have a relative, Nero De Laurento? I have a little score I'd like to settle with her.
She needs settling.
I'll settle it. But first, your nephew Armand.
Armand?
Armand.
What is it with Armand?
All of a sudden.
Bravo! Bravissimo! Terrific, Armand! Great, great, great! Armand, terrific! Hey, hold him!
Johnny,
please relax. Please relax. Have a drink, have a drink. Give me a chance to explain. I know this is a very painful experience for you, but this is so joyous for me to discover that I have one sane, normal descendant with virile blood in
That was my daughter in bed, sir.
Something big is happening. My instinct tells me I'm right.
It's never been right before.
You know, why do I put up with you?
Your friends are charming, nice fellows. I realize your one wish is to have your darling daughter legally wed in matrimony, right? And also, you would like to settle with Mira, is it right? You are a man of enterprise. I would like to offer you a proposition. A proposition through which both your problems will be solved, and my last days on earth will be made glorious. How about it?
Well, what's the proposition?
It is about my heirs. The worst bunch of hypocritical bastards any man was ever cursed with. Now then, my friend, the Monsignor, wants me to forgive them. He says it is not good to hate. I say such lowly beast, it is justifiable. Now, here is my idea. With my friend the doctor,
did you have anything to do with this?
Paulette, I'm surprised at you. Of course not.
Well, all I know is that right after you told Aunt Nera that if he didn't consent to our marriage, you would help him drop dead, Armand called to say that Uncle Bruno's on his deathbed.
Oh, honest cupcake. I had nothing to do with his dying.
Dear, dear Uncle Bruno. Never to look into his beautiful, kind eyes again.
Bonnie. Now listen, you children better behave.
This is not the time.
I know that for days I'll cry.
Now beat it.
Days, you said. You mean months.
Months. Days, months. We shall mourn him forever.
Time, how can you mention time? I know I'll weep the rest of my life.
Life?
Oh, don't bother me.
If somebody don't show me where the back room is, I'm gonna be in trouble.
Can you, dear Bruno? See how we all love and miss you.
You should see yourselves. See how phony you sound. And all for nothing.
What do you mean, you stupid drunk?
For nothing.
Stop it. Do you hear me? Stop it.
He left everything to religious charities.
The church.
Religious charity?
I don't believe it.
It's Philip. He's just drunk again. Oh, yes, he either has a laugh or a crying giant.
I hope. But it's true. A couple of months ago, I called on him to borrow some money for a business venture. And he had me thrown out. He screamed at me that none of his relatives, he said none were deserving of 1 red cent. I'm dead. And he said that he had already made out his will, leaving his entire fortune to the churches.
Sylvester.
Sylvester?
Well, speak up, man.
Well, if Bruno's will was filed in the Hall of Record, it seems to me that...
What he means is, if that's true, forget it. But if, on the other hand, by some stroke of luck, he was as forgetful about his will as he was about his other documents, we might have a slim chance.
That's right. He always let things pile up and lay around. True. Let's look. Let's
To my dear cousins, Nera and Sylvester.
Dear cousin Bruno, what a grand fellow.
This candle shall light your way to heaven.
Well, read the will. Let's see what the...
What
did he leave?
Quiet, please, everyone.
I, Bruno Xavier Di Laurento, being of sound mind on the stairs, upstairs. 1.
Oh! No flame. Dear this, dear that. Then he leaves us 1 nice legal dollar. So we can't contest his sanity.
So it's the through the church, but why, Stuart? Why?
Why? The old bum is trying to buy his way into heaven.
All that money,
probably stole it.
What now?
You old lecture. The only provision he made was for the upstairs maid.
Paulette, what am I gonna do?
A rat.
Become a gangster like her father.
Oh, honey, I hear a bunch of oddballs in there. So if you see me come on like you've never seen me before, don't mind it. My one concern is to get you married.
Daddy, I really wish you would stop worrying about it. I don't care whether we get married or not. Is a license to make love really that important? Daddy, you are old-fashioned.
I'm old-fashioned.
Well, you're gonna have an old-fashioned baby, and I'm gonna make sure it's gonna have an old-fashioned legal name.
Mr. Stiletto and his daughter are here to see Bruno. I mean, Mr. Di Laurento.
Johnny Stiletto?
Well, he's too late.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Just a minute, I'll go with you.
Is he dead?
It would please you, no doubt.
Bruno, please don't leave me. Bruno, don't leave me, please, Bruno!
Good riddance.
She's the one. The upstairs maid.
Bye.
Bruno! Oh.
Mr. Stiletto, you're too late to make any demands of Uncle Bruno. He just died.
Oh? Maybe I could be of some help.
Wow, Mr. Stiletto, would you? I know you could just fix everything. I'll go tell him. I'd like to make a suggestion. Let Johnny Stiletto read the will.
What? Are you insane?
Well, suppose he can help.
Well, personally, I'd be willing to allow this gangster in just to hear what he has to say and to go along with all of you.
After all, no one need know that we were in the same room with the likes of him.
True. Right. Mr. and Miss Stiletto, I'd like you to meet my Uncle Bruno's family. Oh, and you already know my Aunt Nera.
Can I see that will? Nah, it can't be done.
Marvelous. Marvelous.
But on the other hand...
Is it really possible?
Are we still going to be rich?
Didn't I say he was a genius?
Paulette, you shouldn't be here. You go home and feed the dog. He should be quite hungry around now.
Daddy, please let me stay.
Paulette!
My goodness, if I'm old enough... I'm certainly old enough to watch my father pull a deal.
Paulette!
Right.
Yeah, alone.
Oh, Mr. Stiletto, I wouldn't, because... And, you know...
Well, all right. You see that she gets home safely.
Yeah.
But you get back here fast. This is a man-sized job. Now remember, make sure you only feed the dog.
Mr. Stiletto, what's this little game all about?
What?
You know what I mean.
You haven't guessed? Well, with the help of a friend of mine, a theatrical makeup man, I am going to impersonate the stiff. I mean your dear Uncle Bruno. And make a new will just before I cash in my chips.
You mean he can make you look like that?
Like that. Just like that.
Oh.
And with new lawyers and witnesses who, if needed, will swear on the Holy Bible that that was the man who, just before he died, made up a will and left his entire fortune to his adoring relative.
Well, I'm very impressed, but I'm really curious as to what you'll expect for all this.
Oh, I've given that a little thought. It's all in the way you look at it. Now, me, my piece will be quite small.
Exactly what?
You will be the first to know.
I'm gonna let you come.
But he said just feed the dog. Now, you promise.
Ruff, ruff.
I realize you're all people with unimpeachable reputations.
Right, we are. Of course we are.
Poor, but proper. Yet this does take some serious thought. I must be convinced that I can trust you.
Oh, but of course.
Hold it. You sound like a bunch of clucking chickens. Just one of you must somehow convince me that I will be protected.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. That's a splendid idea.
Oh, we'll be very glad to help you if we can.
Pick one of us. Anyone.
You.
Oh.
You will hear my arguments and convince me if you can. Is there any place we can go to be alone?
Oh, there's another bedroom right across the hall.
Look, won't you please come closer? I don't want to talk at you across the room. And if you give me a chance to talk to you, a little later I'll let you in on a big secret.
No, now, please.
No, first I'd like to tell you some other things. Won't you come closer, please?
You could come out of this a very rich man.
I'm not interested in riches.
Oh. What is it you want?
You.
You sure he won't miss us?
Oh, he's not gonna miss us. Besides, he's surrounded by those kooky relatives of yours.
You sure?
Would you mind kneeling here? This is a wild room, but it's the only other place two people could be comfortable in. Please, just kneel here for a little while. I want to tell you how I want to handle the will. Please. You'll be very interested in this. Please kneel. You know, this may surprise you, but I feel I know you so well. Know you and understand you. I know how moral you are and the sacrifices you've made to bring up your nephew properly. How long has your husband passed on?
7 years.
7 years. That's such a long time. 7 long years with no contact with a loving man.
What the hell is taking them so long?
Well, Nira is slow, but sure.
I always knew she was a cold fish. But after all, he's only a man. In my day, it didn't take half that long.
You're so right.
How true. I'd have him eating out of my hand by now. All her fancy ways. With some men, you gotta be a barracuda.
I do wonder why they're taking so long. What do you suppose they're doing?
All have been resolved by now if he'd only chosen me instead of that marble statue.
But how could you not like a good cigar?
I
I just love your cigar. It does have a sweet aroma at that. Now tell me.
Tell you what. All that. Ah, forget it. It's not important.
I will not forget it. You tell me now, you promise.
Oh, won't it be wonderful when we're married and I don't have to worry about being so nervous every time this happens?
Damn you.
Atta girl, get mad. Maybe the real you will come out.
Get out.
You want to hear about love, marriage, togetherness. I guess you realize by now that was all con.
That's what you are, a con man. Even your tie is crooked.
Maybe. But what about you? That's the big secret I was going to let you in on. I had you investigated, too. Before you conned your way by marrying into this high-class family, you and that kooky mate of yours were nothing but hoofers in a chorus line. So you did a specialty number.
Get out of here.
Ah, come on. Now that we know where it's at, you and I, we can have a lot of laughs. You didn't take that marriage bit seriously, did you? After all, nobody needs a license to make love anymore.
Haven't you said enough? Please go.
Okay. But the point I'm trying to make is that you were caught up in a big phony illusion. Most people in there, they're not real. You could be. Oh, so you won't feel so badly. I'll keep my part of the bargain. I'll take good care of you in the will. Lady nearer. Well, she convinced me. I'll do it. You and Stone, hide the stuff.
Good?
Why, very much. The corpse, the corpse. Hide the corpse. It's beginning to smell bad.
No, he always smelled bad.
Oh, go on.
Oh, is there anything we can do to...
Oh, in the cupboard there.
Yes.
That's right.
Top of the stairs, yes.
In the cupboard.
I think it would be fun.
Yes, I think he has an excellent idea.
Under the bed! Stick it under the bed! You go find me a shyster lawyer. You got about an hour and a half.
An hour and a half.
And also 2 witnesses, preferably businessmen. Then when you get here, you stall beneath the window till you get a signal from us that we're ready. You got it?
Of course.
Isn't he sweet?
Now, isn't there something that I could...
You two are the greatest. Oh, boy. Come on. Do you know where the Casa Pompey is?
Avenue L?
Right. You go see the bartender. Ask him for Gentle Jim, the Rocker, Willie the Eye, Benny the Bug. One of the boys will be there. You tell them that I must have Marty the Mask here within the hour. Got it?
Got it.
Nero, you did it. You convinced him. He's gonna do it.
Swell.
I always knew she had it in her.
We going?
I need some air, some fresh air.
Oh, we're gonna be rich. He's great. I told you he's sharp. Please.
Yeah, he's sharp. Real sharp.
That's it. Show 'em what you got.
What'd I do? What'd I do?
Thank you.
I'm looking for Nookie.
Forget about Nookie. Marty the Master's the guy we want. We were told he was here.
He's in there.
All right.
Hey, come on, Rocky. All right, I'm coming. Come on, baby. I'll be right back. Boom! Marty, wake up!
Do it just that way tonight, Nookie. That's all for today.
Marty, wake up!
Huh? He smells like a brewery.
This looks bad. Johnny said 1 hour. This guy is so stoned. Get up. He's alive. This guy is so
Hey,
stoned.
what the hell's going on here? Big shot Stiletto sent you, didn't he? Well, I'm no longer interested in him, and you can tell him for me I got a lot of surprises in store for him. Now get the hell out of here.
Get him out in the air. Slap the weight on the way.
No, you don't. No, you don't. I got an audition. I need a makeup man. I got an audition. Put him back. Put him back. Oh, put him back. I need a special man. Oh. Oh.
Hey, Lieutenant. What's that word for scream?
Ah! Jerk.
Come back. Johnny, come on.
Hey, look at the fancy dress on John. You look like the Countess of Monte Cristo. Hey, Johnny, instead of a gun, hey, you sure look sweet, Johnny. But it don't match your eyes.
And look at these people.
Hey, Rocker. Are these the kind of people Johnny left us for?
He's got some nerve. I'm insulted.
Wow. What a shifty-eyed bunch.
Get me that picture.
I was around for a long time, and I never see a whole bunch funny-looking people like that. Did I box you in Hartford?
Marty, make me look like this. Yep.
What's going
on? Look, fellas, I'm doing this mostly as a favor, but if I get anything out of it, you all got a piece of me, okay?
Count us in, and remember, we got a piece of you too.
Okay, but don't get so excited. You're frightening everyone. You'll goof up the whole deal this way.
Okay, but we're in. Remember that.
Sure, you're in. Don't want to marry, all right, fellas? Sure.
All right, get in.
Anything you say, John?
Get back in there!
I've explained to you. Why you don't be nice guy?
Looks like these guys really need convincing, John. We'll teach them.
Yeah, we'll teach these bums. We'll teach these bums real good.
Get up, you phony bastard.
All right, come on, get him out of here.
Get up there.
Boo!
Oh, no.
Come on out, boys.
You're the kind who looks out for yourself. You're the kind who keeps hearts on the shelf.
Oh, sit. This is his hangout. We'll have a drink or two and play it cool. Maybe we'll learn something about it.
Forgetting tomorrow, you live for today. Have thought I knew you. How could I be so wrong? But you couldn't hide.
It is true. So much of life is an illusion.
What's hiding behind those laughing eyes?
It's all such an illusion. Just what you mean. Birds gotta swim, fish gotta fly. Underneath all your finery and good manners, underneath it all, you're just as rotten as I am.
Cousin Bruno, I didn't want to, but since you insisted, I have brought the lawyer and 2 witnesses.
At a time like this, they are needed.
It's nothing. It's the stiff rigor mortis.
She and I have been very close. She's an emotional child.
Yes, but this is no time for an emotional outburst of that sort.
Knowledgeable man such as you know the ways of woman, eh?
We done it! We done it! We done it!
We done what?
We nailed Stiletto!
We nailed Stiletto. We nailed Stiletto? Who, when, why? Talk, man, talk.
Here is the only evidence in existence against one, Johnny Stiletto. I got it here from this most beautiful, upstanding citizen, Miss Nookie Nook.
A uranium mine swindle. A beautiful uranium mine swindle and signed by the great Johnny Stiletto. I knew it. I knew someday I'd nail him.
You didn't nail him, I did.
Why did you,
Why did I what?
why did you go out to get Stiletto?
Because I loved him. And because I knew that for some time that he was going to toss me aside.
He don't think I'm people. Well, I made up my mind. If he don't want me, he isn't going to have anybody else.
Gee, Lieutenant, you must have heard us yell for the bartender. I think there's something wrong with him lately. I think he's hearing bells. And the service been bad lately. That kid, he always does the same thing.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, he always does.
This guy's gotta be kidding.
Let's get on with it. It was my intention to write my last will and testament in my own hand.
No, there is no need for that, kind sir. Your signature is all that is necessary. My membership at the bar and my 2 witnesses will make your statement substantial in any court.
That makes me feel much better. Yes, sir.
Where are you going? Sit down. I got you dead to rights this time. You and Stiletto. And now, I want a confession.
Before we give our right name to a cop, the new law says we got a right to see a lawyer.
Yeah,
right. You want to see a lawyer?
Lieutenant, I would consider these new laws.
Get out of here.
That's right. We want to see a lawyer.
Yeah, we want a lawyer. The new law says we're entitled to a lawyer.
You want a lawyer? Go get yourself a lawyer.
Him and him represent us.
That's right. What's on your mind? You gotta be kidding.
I want a confession.
For what?
For feloniously assaulting these other hoods.
What are these guys worried about? We're not stool pigeons.
Yeah. We better not be.
Hurry, please. Now to Emma and Stuart I leave my lumberlands and forest of sapling trees. To Philip and dear Penelope, I leave my ring, my watch, and the contents of my jewelry box, and my dairy farm in Connecticut. To Christopher and Emma, my used car lot. To Nera, I leave this mansion in keeping with her station in life, and enough money in trust for its upkeep for as long as she may live.
Thank you, dear Uncle Bruno.
The whole case is a miscarriage of justice, and I say the case is dropped.
Wait a minute, what do you mean the case? Sit down there, what case? Will you sit down? What case drop? You can't drop the case, only I can drop the case. You're the bad guys, I'm the good guys.
Hey, be careful with your language, Lieutenant, or we'll sue you for damaging our characteristics.
What? You can't talk to me like that.
Ooh, police brutality, Lieutenant.
Lieutenant, that is police brutality.
Will you get up? Sit down.
He hasn't said a word about those millions in cash.
Oh, the stocks or bonds or oil wells.
He will.
Well, he'd better or we'll kill him.
As to my cash, stocks, bonds, oil wells, and oil leases to be developed, I'll leave to my good friend Johnny Stiletto.
All right. Of course now.
Nera.
I simply can't wait to tell Olga the good news.
What was you doing a week ago Thursday at 2:31 in the afternoon?
A week ago Thursday, 2:31 in the afternoon, I was following you guys.
You mean to say you was invading our right of privacy?
Privacy?
That's communistic, robbing a guy the rights of privacy.
Oh, no, you don't.
What do you think you're doing?
You have no right to.
How dare you?
We won't stand for this.
What is this? How dare you vultures act in this ungodly manner? If you don't leave here this instant, I will send for the police.
I'm a cop. See, I'm a cop. Now, I was following you guys. I was waiting for you to break the law.
Did we?
Oh, no.
Case dismissed.
That's right.
Yeah, case dismissed.
No, wait, that's wrong. You can't do that again. I saw you working over those two guys. I saw it all.
What you really saw was me holding one of them bums up to keep him from fainting.
And now, if you all agree to the terms dictated by Bruno's voice, you will each in turn put your names on the will. We will either sink or swim together. And after you sign, run. Don't walk to the nearest exit.
This can't be happening to me.
Members of the jury, I rule that this cop should lose his badge and be sentenced to 10 years for intimidating upstanding citizens.
That's right. That's it. Right. That's right. That's right. You should have that.
That's right. Right. I know that. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Wrong is wrong.
I gotta get a grip on myself.
Good. That's right.
Good. You gotta believe. That's right.
Right.
I gotta get out of here. Where's my brother, the commissioner?
You want to go? Go. Nobody's stopping you. The door's right over there.
The door's over there. I gotta get out of here. Where's my brother, the commissioner?
Thank God for the new laws.
Johnny, get me the well. Johnny, get me the well. Oh, every one of those hateful frauds signed the agreement. Oh, am I going to hunt those fools? They proved me right. They proved me right.
That's enough of that. Calm down, you old fool. That drug the doctor gave you could give you a shock. Now, come on, calm down. That's enough.
Well, it may have been potent, but it worked. They believed it. Well, what have you got to say now? Am I right or am I not?
Hate and revenge are never right.
You know something? You are going to be the only one in heaven. Well done, Johnny Stiletto. Well done.
This is the last time I'm going to tell you. Don't ever smoke one of those smelly things in my presence again. Now come with me.
Well, well. Just what do you think you're doing?
Having yourself a little sport in there, huh? You notice I didn't sign anything.
Oh, look,
No, you look. And notice, those are only photostats. The originals are in my safe. Come here. Kneel.
That's just a minute.
Kneel before me or kneel before a judge. Now kiss it. That's right, big man. Take off my shoe and kiss my foot. Tell me, in a criminal action, how long is the statute of limitations?
7 years.
Well, you'll learn.
Seven years.
We're always looking to increase our piece of class and culture. Education is important to be in class and culture. We give a big donation to a university, and they'll give us an honorary degree. You can buy anything you want with class and culture. Class and culture. In the bedroom house with two Cadillacs, a boat, and a plane sitting in the back.